Following documentary is based on publicly available information, archived content, testimony, screenshots, and alleged events. This presentation is intended for commentary, education, awareness, and documentation purposes only. All individuals are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised. The fall of Christina Violet Wilson.
First of all, you seem like an op.
I'm not deleting shit. Then you wouldn't be able to do anything. So.
Okay, the door doesn't lock in the first place.
Just letting you know.
I know the ins and outs by now. I've been through this shit so much. Oh my god, the consequences of your actions. Oh my god.
Police want to talk to me.
You're probably wondering, who is Christina Violet Wilson? Well, Christina Violet Wilson, also known as Christina Violet, is an online content creator. She's built a presence across multiple social media platforms over time with regression, hair care, food, and just normal vlogs. As her audience grew, so did the attention around her behavior, her interactions online, and a series of public discussions and allegations involving her name. Before getting into the allegations, archived posts, and public controversy surrounding her name, it's important to understand how Christina built her online presence in the first place. Like many internet personalities, her content evolved over time. Different communities became familiar with her through different types of posts, live streams, interactions, and online spaces. To supporters, she appeared outspoken and unfiltered. To critics, her behavior online became increasingly concerning. As more people began documenting interactions, saving live streams, and even sharing screenshots and discussions surrounding her, this documentary examines the timeline, the claims, the responses, and the digital footprint left behind. Throughout Christina's high school year, she was on YouTube and TikTok. In August of 2025, she ended up deciding to switch over to age regression content. And this is where it all went downhill. In October of 2025, Christina Violet publicly stated online that she was experiencing housing instability after allegedly being removed from her grandmother's home at the age of 18. During this time, me and Christina Violet were still friends, and I witnessed many of these posts and discussions as they were happening in real time. According to the statements she made publicly on Instagram and in videos posted around October 5th, 2025, she claimed that an argument between herself and her grandmother escalated into a physical altercation. In one video, she described the incident by stating that her grandmother had dragged her during the dispute. She also claimed that the disagreement initially began over batteries and an argument in the kitchen involving food and household items. Christina additionally posted a video that she stated was recorded on the day she was removed from the home and or arrested following the incident. I'll be showing that clip here for context and reference as part of the timeline being discussed.
I show up back home after being at my boyfriend's house for a week, and my grandparents are telling me that I need a police escort to get in the house, when I looked up my rights and that's not true. Like, no, I don't want to be kicked out, but I'm more upset that all my stuff is there and I didn't do nothing wrong. Not only that, I don't give a shit about my sister, fuck my sister, but my brother. And then it's crazy because I texted my sister and I asked her, is my cat okay? Is my cat okay? And she was like, yeah, I just pet her and stuff like that. Whole time, apparently I'm not living there no more. My grandmother probably went and got some restraining order or something.
If it says you can go in, you can. If it says you can't, you can't. It may say you have to stay away from her house or work. We won't know. Somebody's bringing it here so we can take a look at it and see what it says.
I also know my rights, and I know that she can't kick me out, though.
If she had the protective order, that'd mean the judge has affirmed that you can or cannot come in here.
While we're here, if you want to go ahead and grab some things from your room that you're going to need for the next couple of days, you can, because the order is a boot out, which means you're going to have to leave the property. Okay? So,
And go where?
I don't know.
Okay.
You'll have to figure that out. I guess your boyfriend's house. So the order is good until the first court date, which is the 22nd. And today's the 16th. So We'll stand by with you while you can gather necessities, stuff that you'll need to get through, change of clothes, deodorant, hair stuff, toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that, cell phone charger. And then once you're served the order, you're gonna have to vacate the property. If you come back, you can be arrested. Okay, does that make any sense?
Sure.
Does it or does it not? I'll answer any questions you have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, do you want to go ahead and grab some things then? Grandma said you can grab some trash bags to load up or a suitcase if you have one. Grab some items and then...
Christina was arrested the same day on October 16th, 2025 for violating the restraining order. Christina stated that after the altercation, she had visible marks on her face and eventually left the home. Throughout multiple Instagram posts and stories that I will show in a second, Christina described her grandmother and family environment as abusive and discussed her diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, also known as BPD, in relation to how she reacted emotionally during conflicts. In several posts, she explained that arguments would escalate after she felt disrespected or verbally attacked. And she claimed that family members did not understand or accommodate her mental health condition. At the same time, she shared a GoFundMe campaign and publicly asked followers for financial support. Throughout this period, Christina repeatedly posted emotional updates, videos, and written statements discussing her home life, mental health struggles, family conflict, and fears regarding homelessness.
Police want to talk to me again. What?
The report number, I'm just documenting everything. You said the injuries on your hands. Do you mind if I just take a picture of those?
No, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm just gonna grab a quick picture. Yeah,
everything's just gonna be documented. Just like how the other deputy spoke to you about everything.
It's on my face too, but it don't hurt that much.
Where's the ones on your face? Oh, here. Alright, that's all I need. Do you have any questions for me? That's just a report number in my name, alright?
Thank you.
Right, good luck with everything, alright?
Thank you.
Get ready with me to go to my boyfriend's house after my grandmother attacked me and beat me. My grandmother, the police on me so many times, so I don't even feel bad for calling. My face burns and hurts.
Based on all the context provided at the time, Christina's viewers had understood that the situation as experiencing housing instability following the dispute with her grandmother. However, additional context posted across her platforms during the same time period appeared to show Christina participating in everyday activities such as filming cook with me videos, grocery shopping, and spending time with her boyfriend at what was described as his parents' residence, where she was reportedly staying. Some viewers interpreted these posts as appearing inconsistent with the urgency or severity reflected in some of her early public statements and fundraising efforts. Regarding this, there were some comments placed by people living in the residence with Christina prior to the alleged dispute involving her grandmother. At the request of these individuals, their identities, names, and likeliness will remain anonymous for privacy reasons. For clarification, Tina is a nickname for Christina, reportedly used by family members when referring to her. And Yaya is a name reportedly used when referring to their grandmother.
Refresh my hair with me while I tell you if your girl's still on the street. I went to court for the restraining order and it was dismissed because she thought that the hearing was for another day. After that, I went to my house to get some stuff and told her the restraining order was up and she was still trying to kick me out and didn't let me in to get my stuff. She then went and filed another restraining order. I am currently staying at my boyfriend's house. I'm able to get another job after November 17th, so until then, I'm making my money that I can online, and then other than that, I'm at home. I don't know if I'll be able to be at his house while he's at work or not, but I'll see tomorrow. His mom is letting me stay but won't let me bring my bed even though he doesn't have a bed either, so I'm thinking they just don't want me to get comfortable, but I don't plan to stay for long anyways. I just don't understand why we can't have a bed. I'm getting clothes that day, like the last little bit of things from my house, which I need. It's not like I can just be like, oh, it's materialistic. Like, no, like, winter time is here. But either way, yesterday we went to get more clothes and stuff from my house, so now I am just cleaning the room and then all the stuff. My grandparents just kicked me out, and if you would like to know why, you can go visit my account and I have the whole story there. But with that being said, I've had to move in with my boyfriend and his family. He has 5 dogs, 4 cats, 2 brothers, and 2 moms.
While Christina publicly described experiencing homelessness, being unable to retrieve belongings, and struggling financially, additional context from her own platforms appear to show her staying with her boyfriend since the day of her removal from her grandparents' house. I would also like to point out that during this time, Christina's restraining order was still in effect, but she has went back to the grandparents' residence, which goes against the restraining order. I would also like to point out that somebody made a statement about Christina retrieving the cat that was written in the restraining order she was not allowed to have. On January 30th, 2026, Christina Violet Wilson uploaded a various amount of stories to her Instagram. Concerns were raised regarding the material involved on those stories, as they involved minors reportedly to be 14 and 16 years old. These stories consisted of minors' social media, CSAM material, and private messages between Christina Violet Wilson and the minors themselves. As the photo did not contain full nudity, under Maryland law, sexual exploitation of a minor may include the use or deception of a child in sexually exploitative context. Federal law similarly defines CSAM material as any visual deception involving a minor in a sexually explicit conduct. The minor themselves have come forward. What I am about to show you will be a censored version of specific materials that Christina had posted. I will be crossing out the minors' usernames, names, and information. I will also be adding in the minor's statement about the situation, as well as everything Christina posted, excluding the CSAM material, as I do not want to distribute that. Would also like to include that the CSAM material posted on her Instagram story was later reposted, uncensored, just like the first time, on her YouTube video, posted May 19th, 2026. On February 2nd, 2026, I was contacted by an individual through a social media account that has since been deleted. This individual requested that I repost a public statement regarding concerns that had been circulating about Christina Violet Wilson. The content that they asked me to repost was regarding the minor situation. This is when I became aware of everything. I reposted the material on February 3rd, 2026. Shortly after, I also published my own separate statement, which I had been independently drafting since December and January. In result, Christina had sent her fans after me, telling them to report my account, report the post, and get it taken down. She also posted on her TikTok and Instagram with videos that are now deleted, asking people if she could pay them $100 to hack my account. Here is some of the messages and interactions I received following the post in question.
Go hang yourself, bitch. Hurry up. I can't wait all day. Like, I know you're in a wheelchair and all that. Boo-hoo. Also be the bitch in a wheelchair.
Bitch, I can't.
Hey, bitch, so run the fucking fade. Run the fucking fade. Like, actually run that shit. Big fat ugly bitch, go hang yourself. But the rope will fucking break. You will never get nowhere in life. You're ugly as shit. You're a fucking loser. Don't fuck with my friend again. I will make you so scared to pick up that fucking phone, Alexandria. 2 Puerto Ricans can go back to back on this. Puta. You fucking puta ass bitch. Are you fucking retarded? I'm a cripple. What the fuck do you mean run my fade? I can't even walk. I'm in a wheelchair, you dumb bitch. You talking like no, babe, they talk about fucking fighting. This bitch is dumb. Oh, come to Philly, run my fade. Bitch, you're a bum ass, ugly ass bitch with some fucking nappy ass hair. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Don't you ever fucking pop up on my phone again, or I will beat the shit out of you till you fucking bleed. I'm not listening to all that, bitch. Is it run the fade or not?
All I'm gonna say is, bitch, if you're gonna come talk shit, come to New York. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say, bitch, because you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. You ain't never gonna amount to shit. Because obviously you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Black deleted, ugly, raggedy ass bitch.
It's a yes or no question. No, I don't care. Yes or no.
Come meet me, bitch, because I'll rag all your ass like every other motherfucker I fought for. Come meet me. I'll be waiting. Imagine getting whipped by somebody in a wheelchair. Ridiculous. Come with me. I'm waiting.
I got a cousin. I already found where you're at, boo. I got a cousin 5 blocks down who's willing to beat your fucking ass today, bitch. So if I were you, I would be very fucking careful where I go around your neighborhood.
Bitch, you look like you're pulling a 6 pound life calling me fat. Look at you. Fake ass titty lean all the way down like a grandma. Get the fuck out of here.
Stop talking to me, fat bitch. Go shove a dick in your mouth. Go choke on it. You probably fucking like it too.
Yup. Thank you, girly. Thank you.
What?
Let's see what her voice sound like.
I'm going to rape everybody you fucking love, bitch. I got 5 grown niggas right now ready to rape your ass. I already told them where you're at because after some research, I did find where you live. You have 5 men coming to rape you tonight. Goodbye. Have fun getting raped, bitch!
On April 27th, 2026, Christina posted another series of Instagram stories. This consisted of her claiming that me and Kitty were stalkers. In result, she doxed Kitty's information. Kitty had reached out to Christina and informed her to take down those posts. Christina never responded and instead still went with the stalker story.
The person that's saying I'm so pissed and like asking for the password and stuff, that's that girl Caitlin, that white girl that I posted that's texting everybody on Snapchat and shit, asking for information about me. Like, girl, she's mad because I posted a screenshot of her public Facebook. Girl, oh my god, the consequences of your actions, oh my god. So mind you, I did not ask my friend to do that. She just fucking did it. She just did it and then started texting me with the information. So for people literally be like, oh my god, Christina's having... No, I'm not having nobody do nothing. If anything, I don't want her doing this shit, but she is. Also, I had something else to say.
Following the harassment situation, the person who sent the rape threats had made a statement about the situation as a whole. She also shared the chat messages between her and Christina Violet Wilson.
My name is Sayla. I am 23 years old and from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My Instagram is Red Sayla, and I met Christina through Reels, and I finally interacted with her when she posted initially about when they were making it seem like in a reel that Alexandria was harassing them, stalking them, and then I took it upon myself to ask if they needed any help, because as someone who has been like bullied and harassed, I take this very seriously. So that is why I asked, and she let me DM her, and I was coming off very aggressive. I thought she like needed help, like she was getting bullied and harassed. So that is where I interacted with her in her comments, and then I DM'd her. When I interacted with Christina, I thought that she was just like getting harassed. She was basically making it seem like she was just being bullied online, and I feel very strongly about that. And I don't stand for bullies, especially at our grown age. And I just felt as though she was being wronged. And mind you, I didn't know the full story. Christina was strictly posting like from her side, as if she wasn't the one doing all of it. I'm looking at the receipts now. The first message I sent, I said, hey, I was talking to you in the comments. Let me know exactly what you want me to say, because I really take it there with bitches, that I will make sure she will never talk shit again. And then Christina replied, Christina replied saying, all right, you should low-key say it's obvious that she's copying me. Like with the, I'm reading this from what Christina said, by the way. Like with the Patreon and all that. No one likes her posts. She's a big hypocrite and will never get anywhere. And she should leave me alone. And oh, the letter will be sent to her for a cease and desist. She just thinks she won't. I told her I lived in Philly and she says we can hang out in person. I take these things very seriously. Like looking at it back, I shouldn't have confronted Alexandria like that. But the way things were going, I thought that either, again, I didn't know the full story from how the way Christina made it look like you were just like Alexandria was just straight up harassing for no reason. But the reason I went in the way it did because I genuinely take it there, and I should have acted that way? No. But with the way things were going, I was just very riled up, and I didn't stand for bullying. I just don't like seeing people be harassed or bullied. As someone who's been harassed and bullied, and I take these personal issues very seriously, especially because I thought at the time Christina was just getting this out of nowhere. And I thought she was just, mind you, how the way she comes off on the internet is very la-di-da, very sweet, keeps to herself, very quiet. It seems like everyone picks on her. And I relate it to her in some way because I've been in that position, not like Christina, but I've been bullied before and talked about and lied on. So that is why I took it the way things were. I was already on the day, I was very calm. But once I saw the way Christine was posting, like, this person's stalking me, this person harassing me, I thought, oh my God, they're doing this to an innocent person. Let me be the nasty one here. Not knowing the full 100% story of what happened. And I feel like she took advantage of my anger and took advantage of the way I defend. I'm a very defensive person and protective person when it comes to people I love and don't play about. Even though I did not know Christina and I did it on my own volition, at the same time, I just thought that Christina couldn't defend herself, and the only reason she was posting that because there was no other option. I sent a voice note. I'm looking through the messages right now. Like, I blew up Alexandria's comments, business pages, personal messages. I sent them voice messages, and she replied, what's it called? She replied, I'm looking, about, she said, yo, LaFameo, I should get more people to spam the fuck out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, at the time, I did not know you, and I didn't know you, and Christina made it seem like you were not black when you are black and Latina at that. And she was making it seem like you weren't. She said, well, I said, she's talking about me coming to New York and I'm not going to go to no Section 8. And she's also being racist to me too, calling my hair nappy. Christina replied saying what? I replied, yeah, get people to spam the fuck out of her because this bitch want to be racist. And then I sent the screen recording of me and you talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, oh, wow, blah, blah, blah. I sent her 2 voice notes that she said, oh my God, I'm posting this.
So she didn't correct what you said, even though she knew you said it. She didn't say, hey, you're speaking for me, that's wrong. She just let it be.
She just let it be. And in the DM, she did not say anything about it. I'm going through them right now. She did not say anything about me doing too much, me doing this in her name. She did not stop me whatsoever. If anything, she encouraged it and added gasoline to a fire. Basically egging me on. And then she even said, you're black. You can say it. Don't worry. Don't worry, baby. I won't. And I sent a screenshot of me harassing another person. And then she replied to that saying, they need help. She needs help so bad. Shit, I know, but be careful. It's your main account. And when I said I don't really care and say that it's Instagram at the end of the day, she said, but at the same time, you have nothing. Calling Alexandria a fat bitch who sits on her ass. And then me and Christina, later on that day, mind you, I was on a date with my boyfriend. We're casually talking, and then I was contacted by one of Christina's friends through the comments, who started telling me a lot more about Christina and the way she moves, and told me I should distance myself immediately. In the voice notes, I made it clear that I did not want to be involved, and then for her to take the videos down. I said, and I quote, like, I low-key don't want to be associated with any of this, like, at all. Just letting you know right now, we're still friends and everything. This shit is getting really, really crazy, because what the fuck, I don't know how you're keeping sane, girl. Then Christina sent me a voice note. And then when she told me that people wouldn't know unless I didn't say anything about it, I just said, you know what, the cat's already, I said, actually, you know what, leave it up. The cat's already out the bag. I'll just take the L. Now I talked to her again about not wanting to be involved. And she said, I don't know what fully happened with the situation prior. She said, it's dumb shit, man. And then I said, hey, I actually have to say this because I really need to be upfront. I don't fuck with any of this at all. Any of this, like, actually at all. I wasn't being upfront. Sorry I wasn't being upfront, but I'm being upfront with you now. I want you to take both of those posts down. I do not want to be a part of this or connected to in any way, shape, or form. And she said, I feel bad that you got involved. And then she said, it's gone, my heart. I should have taken it down the first time you asked. Mind you, I asked her multiple times. You could see in the voice messages, you could see in the voice messages I sent and what I said, I had to ask her multiple times to take it down. And then my last communication with Christina from that was saying this, and I quote, you are a genuine weird fucking person. I'm sorry. I will not be pulled under the fucking bus. This shit is absolutely disgraceful, and you as an adult need to do better. I'm absolutely livid, but anger is not what you need right now from me. You really need to get off the fucking internet and take a look at yourself on the internet. Because if it was the other way around, you would be fucking crying. Please seek psychological mental health. Deadass, you got to be caught the fuck up. If something happens, and I'm praying for you that it doesn't, you took advantage of my anger and you were not upfront with me about the whole situation. This is really disgusting, and I feel so disgusted with myself. At the end of the day, I am disappointed. She blocked me before I could block her, but I did not know Christina was lying on my name, even though I made it very clear to Christina. Because once I started to think about it and talk to someone who was former mutuals with Christina, it changed the whole situation for me prior. Because again, it was very disgusting, and I fully did not know. In fact, let me go open this up. Thank you, by the way.
Welcome.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware about the CP allegation. I was going strictly off of what Christina posted. I knew nothing until after she blocked me about the CP allegations and everything. I'm going to say this right now and make it very clear. I do not play with that. I do not fuck with that. And I don't think any type of child should be involved in CP. It's horrible. It's disgusting. I just want to make that very clear. I never once said in any of those voice messages about child porn. I never have and never did. I was very upset and angry. Then mind you, that doesn't justify anything what I said. I'm very disgusted by what I said. I was going on a tangent because I got very, very worked up about the whole situation. A little too worked up. And Christina was telling me, oh yeah, I was just taking low blows based off your personality and what I saw. Again, mind you, I knew nothing fully about the situation. From her point of view and my point of view, she made it look like you were stalking and harassing her, and I take that very seriously. Do it justify anything what I said? No, I'm disgusted by it, and I regret saying it. And if I could take it back, I would if I could, but it's already out there. It doesn't justify, but I was very worked up, and I did not understand. I didn't even bother to look at your page. It just, again, I'm completely a stranger into this. This just randomly showed up on my Instagram page. I don't follow Christina on Instagram, nor do I follow her on TikTok. It was just completely random. But again, that is on me for not doing my due diligence, and I took a full accountability for that. I felt like I saw myself in Christina a little bit when it came to her being bullied. So I felt like I needed to step in. But again, I did not know the full story. I just wanted to raise big and talk shit. If I'm being real with you, I wasn't thinking, and that doesn't excuse it, but I was just very pissed. And I just wanted to say anything that could hurt people. If I had to talk to her, and I'm being honest, I want to fight. That's someone I genuinely want to go and beat the shit out of. Because the fact that she is lying on my name after I sent her a cease and desist, telling her to take down those videos, the fact that I did make multiple accounts doing the same thing to her, seeing how she likes it and keep getting blocked over and over again. I do not stand for someone like that. And I feel like if the law doesn't get her, I'm going to get her personally. And I don't stand for people who lie. I don't stand for people who harass people. I don't stand for people who are predators. I do not stand for people who AIDS play. And if I had to say anything to her, I would just ask her personally why she did all this, but she could have just been upfront and taken accountability for what she did instead of adding gasoline to a fire. And I would really ask her, we talked in confidence. Despite what I did, she did not tell me what I was doing was bad. She did not tell me to stop either. I would beat the shit out of her. I would beat the absolute shit out of her. I don't care if I go to jail. I just feel like she needs to be held accountable, and what she is doing with everything that I know, she needs to go to jail. And I feel like someone who is like that should not be around children. They should not be in the proximity of working with children. With her content, she shouldn't be talking to minors. I just feel like Christina needs to go to jail, and she needs to face the action of her consequences, because what she's doing is disgusting and being a bully, and I do not stand for bullying. And I do not stand for what she's doing online. And this is the type of stuff that deserves to be taken to the FBI and the police. She's a horrible person. At the end of the day, it was on my own volition. So if I go to jail, I go to jail. But what I don't regret is putting belt to ass to Christina when I catch her, and that Alexandra is doing good work. And this needs to all end eventually. And I'm tired of it dragging on. But again, that's not who I am as a person. That's not who I stand, not what I stand for. And yeah, actions have consequences. That's all I'm going to say.
On May 4th or 5th, 2026, a post involving Christina Violet Wilson and a 16-year-old individual who goes by the online alias of Lauren or Junie was circulated publicly. Lauren was publicly known online as someone associated with or close to Christina. At one point, Lauren appeared to be creating a PSA-style post regarding Christina. Prior to this, I had already clarified publicly that the documentary was intended to focus on Christina's allegations and the broader situation itself. At the time, Lauren was not personally mentioned, discussed, or featured in this documentary. I became aware of shifts in communication involving group chats, indirect messaging, alternate accounts, and discussions regarding myself and the documentary project. Christina and Lauren decided to make a fake stalker allegation against me. I found this out from my friend being added into a group chat with Lauren and other parties. Lauren had stated that her and Christina were working together to make a post about me. At this time, there was no heat on Lauren. Lauren was scaring themselves into thinking that they were going to be part of the documentary, when the whole time the only communication that was with Lauren was on her PSA. I would also like to clearly state that I did not create or use fake accounts to stalk, harass, or monitor Christina or Lauren. I was sent a screenshot from the group chat with my friend being added in. I didn't pressure, force, or coerce any friends into providing account access or anything like that. They were shared to me by choice. Hi everyone, I'm Kitty, and this is my statement regarding Christina Violet Wilson. She may have a big following, but I have the facts. Thank you for not being sheep. On October 27th at approximately 12:58 a.m., I was first contacted by Christina Violet Wilson. She reached out regarding my offer to help her situation with homelessness, and we talked about the possibility of relocating to Illinois to stay with me and my partner as we had an extra room available. Christina stated she was located in Hagerstown, Maryland, and she mentioned she may need assistance with transportation, From there, communication continued and developed into a casual friendship. She soon after added me to a group chat that initially appeared normal and drama-free. However, over time, I observed a consistent pattern of disruptive, attention-seeking behaviors from Christina, particularly involving public posts and parasocial conflict. On January 30th, 2025, during an unrelated group conversation, Christina abruptly began posting and talking about a minor, sharing screenshots and making crude statements indicating a lack of concern for the minor's well-being. Her messages included dismissive and aggressive language about the minor despite clear signs of vulnerability, including potential grooming and trauma. The other group members, including myself, attempted to explain the seriousness of the situation and advocate for the minor's safety. Christina was unreceptive and escalated the situation. I specifically addressed her behavior privately, stating that there is no issues between us. Her reaction was disrespectful and unneeded. Sharing explicit content involving a minor was inappropriate and dangerous for not only her but the minor. Following this, I was removed from the group chat by Christina, who accused me of starting drama, which was not accurate. Another person named Zion had me send a message regarding her calling me the N-word in chat. I personally don't care, but for the situation at hand, it was definitely an escalation point. After this incident, I distanced myself from Christina. However, she continued to post about the situation publicly, engage in ongoing online conflict, present herself as a victim in situations she escalated and started. During this time, I began documenting her behavior, including screenshots and timelines, due to growing concern about patterns of manipulation and harm towards others, and especially minors. While conducting research related to these concerns, I contacted an individual who had prior knowledge of Christina. This interaction was accidental at first due to me mistakenly adding them, but the conversation continued with their consent. The individual confirmed they had shared our initial conversation with Christina. After reviewing additional evidence, they believed the situation involved significant truth and were willing to provide clarifications. The friend and Christina had always talked about home life and mental health. Christina showed signs of an eating disorder but never talked about or brought up any chronic illnesses. This person said home life was hard because Christina and her grandma got into verbal arguments, Christina never saying it got physical beside once. Don't know the agitator or specific scenario, but gave detail of the verbal arguments back and forth. Reported grandma and grandpa were nice people, even gave her a ride home, said the home was well kept and clean, food in the fridge, no worries about money, electricity, water, etc. When Christina became aware of this interaction, she retaliated by doxing me publicly, posting my personal information, including details on my work family, Facebook that is not connected to my public social media, exposing information that could compromise my safety. This doxing created serious and immediate risk, including threats to my personal safety, potential danger to my workplace and students, fear of escalation due to prior incidents involving Christina's associates. Previously, as an individual associated with Christina had sent death threats, rape threats. These threats were initially directed at my friend Alex, but were also misdirected towards me and my partner in explicit detail of how they were going to do such things. Given this history, I had legitimate reason to believe the doxing could lead to further harassment or violence. In response to the doxing, I attempted to contact Christina through alternate accounts, request that she remove the post containing my personal information. I commented on everything and anything I could. Many people reached out to her in regards to the doxing to take it down, but she refused. These attempts were made for safety reasons. Later, I became aware of another individual, Lauren, who had publicly spoken out about minors and unsafe adults. Initially, I believe Lauren intended to advocate for victims and provide an outside perspective. However, it became clear that Lauren maintained connections with Christina, she misrepresented conversations, she shared selective screenshots lacking full context, she attempted to provoke conflict and portray me negatively. Due to this, I established clear boundaries stating communication would be limited strictly to matters concerning Christina. Personal interaction was never welcome and stated so. Despite this, Lauren continued to share incomplete or misleading information with Christina, also trying to state personal conversations multiple times when boundaries have already been stated. Based on my experiences and documented observations, I believe Christina Violet Wilson has engaged in doxing not only me but minors and invasion of privacy, is NSFW posts and promotes her toe pictures, harassment and targeted retaliation, manipulation of narratives to portray herself as victim, reckless or harmful behavior involving minors using her platform, racist towards anyone who goes against her, encouragement to her fans to attack anyone against her, romanticizing mental, physical, and chronic health disorders. Her actions have created emotional distress, ongoing safety concerns, potential risks to others, including vulnerable at-risk individuals. My involvement in this situation has been limited to attempting to advocate for safety, particularly for the minors involved and for the safety of our community, documenting concerning behavior, protecting myself and others from harm, help with a documentary for a worldwide PSA. I have never publicly targeted Christina, and any actions I have taken were in response to legitimate concerns. This situation has been happening since around the same time period. Christina changed the username of one of her archive accounts, an account that had previously been referenced online in connection with the sale of toe pictures. Shortly afterward, the account was switched to private, the username was changed, and the profile pic was changed as well. As Christina also made public posts stating that many of the items she purchased came from ABDL-related shops. In those same discussions, she stated that she chose not to publicly show certain purchases because minors followed her account. Some viewers interpreted the statement as an acknowledgement that a significant portion of her audience included minors. During this period, Christina also publicly shared information relating to one of the individuals who had spoken out against her online. Christina decided to post the person's online username, legal name, pictures of the person, their family members, their names of their family members, and even the city where they resided. Christina additionally posted statements referencing potential legal action involving that minor and their sibling. Christina also referenced her sister while publicly sharing the city and state in which her sister reportedly resided in, later leaking her sibling's complete address.
Hey guys, a lot of times I don't share what stores I buy from because unless I say this isn't an ABDL shop, they're all ABDL shops, and I have minors who follow me, so unless you're an adult and you DM me asking, then I'm not gonna post it. That's not me gatekeeping, that's just my choice.
Christina continued to make posts regarding earlier disputes involving a bedroom and bed, following the incident in which she had reportedly been removed from the residence since October 2025. Some viewers noted that certain statements during this time appeared inconsistent with explanations that had previously been shared. Over the following days, Christina continued posting messages to her broadcast channel, discussing the ongoing controversy and publicly stating that she was not scared of the individuals criticizing or speaking out against her online. Shortly afterward, her account was temporarily deactivated before being reactivated. After returning to social media, Christina publicly stated that she intended to stop posting regression-related content and instead focus more heavily on adult-oriented material. She later announced the creation of OnlyFans and made multiple public statements discussing her reasons for creating the account. She also stated that she planned to remove age regression-related content from her platforms like YouTube and Instagram. During this period, she also publicly identified herself as polyamorous. The following section may contain reference to adult-oriented or NSFW material that was publicly posted online. Some of these screenshots and descriptions may not be appropriate for minors or sensitive viewers. If you're under the age of 18, or if you are uncomfortable with discussions involving adult/sexual content, or you get triggered by weight talk, please leave now.
Hello, my name is Bunny, also known as Fairy Pup on Instagram, and this is my experience with Christina Violet Wilson. where do I begin? I want to say back in September of 2025, she followed my account. I went to her page to confirm she was an age regressor and found it very odd that I was the only age regression account that she was following and that she didn't have any age-related posts up or in her bio. Her bio actually stated that she was a lifestyle and beauty page and that she sold clothes she thrifted for profit, which, no big deal, you know? Awesome job. Great side hustle. Anyway, even though she didn't appear to be an age regressor, she seemed harmless, so I let her stay and followed her back. Within days, she scrubbed her account of all her prior content, and I literally witnessed it in real time. Like, watched it as the page kept dwindling down. She then started following some of my friends. And one of my sissies. And then she posted that reel, and that reel got a lot of attention. More attention than most people get. And I guess that made her think she was the commander-in-chief of the age community, which she just joined, mind you. Due to her inflated sense of importance and ego, she went on to cyberbully my friend and call her a disgusting, weird predator, all because her diaper was peeking out of the side of her onesie. Let me preference it with the fact that she was not posing sexually at all. As soon as I found out that she did that, I ran to Christina's inbox to tell her I would be removing her from my page, and that sexualizing someone who is non-sexual and states to not sexualize them all over their profile makes her the predator. Christina did not like that at all, and proceeded to start cyberbullying me and obsessively posting me, and literally bullied my friend off the app by getting her page taken down over and over. And that is why she's not welcome in the main part of the Little Space community, because within less than a month, she went on to bully the people that she is supposed to be in the same community with. I really hope she gets help one day, because this current state of delusion she's in is only going to further ruin her life.
My name is Saint Kayleen. I don't care if I'm anonymous or not. I met Christina because she originally had popped up on my Instagram suggested, and I noticed that she had started doing content on black girls' hair. And I myself have black cousins, so I decided to follow her because she was teaching me on how to style it, what hairstyles I could do, especially because I have afros. But then it started to switch up. It went from her posting black content, and then it started her posting food. And you know what? I'm all for cooking too. So, I kind of liked it. I stayed a follower. And then she started posting about Little Space. And since I was maybe I want to say 13, 14, I've always regressed to an age where I'm younger. I've been 8, 9. That's how I feel when I'm little. And I was like, okay, this is helping me figure shit out. But I started noticing an inconsistency in her posts and in her comments, where she's always getting very defensive. And to me, it doesn't bother me because I didn't see anything wrong. But it's also these are also people that follow you. So then that's kind of when I stopped kind of more interacting with her posts. And then I saw a post about you, and I was like, what the fuck? I was just I was so confused because I wasn't getting told the whole story. And so I kind of went on your page, I kind of scrolled, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, she doesn't seem too bothered about it, so I didn't really pay much attention. I just kind of ignored it. But then she started bashing people in these comments, and then she started calling you racist, and I was like, bro, but she's literally black. And then she started saying, oh, no, she's not, she's Puerto Rican and some other shit. And I was like, oh, then why is she saying she's black? Because, that's not really something you should lie about, your race and shit. And she was like, she's just saying that because she wants to be able to say the N-word so bad. And I was like, okay. I didn't respond or nothing. I was just like, that's a little bit weird, because what do you mean? Like, I'm looking at her, you can clearly tell, or I'm looking at them and you can clearly tell that they are mixed. But anyways, and then she started posting again like normal, and then started posting about the black community, and this went on for maybe a week where she was just obsessed with the black community. But then she started switching up her content again, so I'm thinking, oh, okay, like she's trying new things. And then without a warning, I'm seeing she's gonna start posting OF things, and so I'm just kind of thinking like, oh, okay, she's gonna make a separate account for it. But I noticed she started posting it on here, and I was like, what the fuck? But previously, before this, I had noticed that she was bashing a kid online. But before, I literally had never seen her post anything about this kid being a minor. So I just kind of skipped through the stories because I'm not trying to see anybody laying down in a diaper. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's just kind of like not in my boat, not something I'm interested in. And so I was just kind of like, oh, this person's weird. But I didn't see the fact that she had posted like, oh, this is a minor. And so that was never brought up until later. And so I ignored it because I literally thought that she was posting about like something else. Like, I just scrolled through her stories and all I'm seeing is like a flash of someone in a diaper laying down. So I scrolled through her stories, whatever. I'm just like, okay. Anyways, like I was saying, back to it. And then she started posting OF with like no warning. And I was just like, what the fuck? While she still had age regression posts. And to me, she was helping me find a way to maybe like dress more like myself, because I like cute shirts, I like cute like pants, I like things with designs on them, I do. And so I was starting to feel more comfortable. But then I noticed the switch up, and I was just like, oh, I was like, but this feels like very, very sexual, especially on a page where you're promoting safety and body positivity. And now I'm seeing 5'1", 100 pounds and whatever fucking bullshit. And so I scroll down, and she's talking about how she doesn't like people sexualizing her, she doesn't like people talking about her weight. But she literally posted it herself, so it's not making sense. I was constantly seeing her getting defensive in the comments, or I would go back to a post and I would notice that she deleted most of her comments and she only left the good ones up, when I had previously checked before that there was people obviously hating. I just never interacted with the post. And so a week later I would go back and she just started deleting comments, and she would leave the ones where like people would like the comment more, like she had more likes on her comment than the other person. And I was just like, this is so triggering, because as someone like that likes to feel comforted and someone that looks for like something safe, I don't think people are trying to see her argue with someone every other day. Girl, you are 19. You are way too old to be acting like this. And yeah, at first I did like her content. I was seeing like, oh, like curly hairstyles, like I said before, trying to get to know more about my cousin's hair, because my dad is black, but I don't have afro hair. I don't have the natural curly amazing hair that they have. So I wanted to learn, because they don't know how to treat their hair. And like I said, I have straight hair, so I don't know. And then she started posting food, and I was like, okay, like new recipes just in case I'm on a tight budget. And then it started getting into all that stuff, so I was like, okay, I see that she does all these things at once. But then I started checking her comments, and it was just her back to back with always arguing with people. And I was like, bro, when does this stop? It's not just that makes me upset about the situation. It's the fact that people that have followed her, that she has mutuals with, have told her the concerns, have told her this kind of feels sexual, maybe make a different post, maybe make a different page about this, and let your followers choose what they're following. Because I promise you, most of the kids in her following are either 12 or 13 or 16 and 17, and maybe some older men in there. And besides that, I want to say at least 75% of her following are minors. I want to say at least 15% of them are grown men and grown women. And that's like 15, whatever. So to me, it's just like, why are you making your followers watch you post this when they didn't follow you for that reason? They followed you because they wanted to feel safe. They wanted to learn more about being little. They wanted to learn more about coping. They wanted to learn more about how to handle eating disorders. They wanted to learn more about age regression. They wanted to learn more about how to cope with their mental health. And most of these people have either been sexually abused, have either had childhood traumas, have either gotten raped. And she talks about it all the time, how she hates being sexualized, but then she goes and posts herself sexually, talking about just keep swimming, like promoting child shit on her page from a child movie, and then making it her link on the bottom. That doesn't sit right with me, and I don't think it sits right with a lot of people. And I know a lot of people will agree with this. Someone in their life, and I know they've heard it somewhere, has either told them, you are who you hang around, and don't be the follower, be the leader. Her sending her friend to go and harass someone that's speaking the truth, and that person is sending them rape threats and death threats and telling them they got so and so and so to go and rape their family, their boyfriend, their mom, their dad, is so disgusting. So what do you think her and Christina talk about? What do you think they're saying? Like, oh, this is so funny. Oh, no. Because she has clearly stated over and over and over again that she does not care about how people feel. She does not care about her image. And so I don't understand why we still give people these platforms when time and time and time again they have been proven to be liars and to be predators. And this is why I don't associate with people like this, because I'm not a predator, and I don't giggle about shit like that. That's something serious as fuck. That could send you to jail. And honestly, just minor shit, people with minors, interacting with minors. I get it if you're trying to help them or if you're trying to comfort them. I understand 100%, but going as far as to ask them about their childhood trauma and going and asking them, oh, do you have your mom and your dad? That's like crossing several boundaries that should not be crossed.
Hi, my name is Nat. I go by she, her, and I'm 18. So like when I first met her, I think it was like this year, and she came across my recommended Reels page on Instagram. So I was scrolling, right? And a video of hers popped up. And I was like, OMG, it's about age regression. And I age regress to cope with my trauma too. And when I opened the comments, they were very hostile towards her. And I wanted to defend her, but I didn't want to get like ratioed or something, or like dogpiled. So I started following her. And she seemed pretty normal. Like, she did a bunch of normal things. And nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Until she posted a video of one of her followers bullying you via DMs and accusing you of stalking and harassing. I didn't know the whole story, so I was like, oh, I need to report this bitch. Oh my god, like they're harassing this person. They're so nice. And then I looked further into it, and I realized that she is not who Christina makes herself out to be. It was all a facade. She has groomed minors. She has texted minors inappropriately. I wasn't there for it because, again, I only met her this year. I didn't know about her until like this year, until she popped up on my Instagram Reels. And before I looked further into it, I like commented on her TikToks because she appeared on my TikTok for you page, like, oh, she's on TikTok. Let me follow her. So I asked her to be mutual. So she's like, oh yeah. And then when the documents came out and stuff that you made, I started looking into it, and I started to question her even more because there's a lot of damning evidence. So I DM'd her on TikTok, and I asked her if she had anything to do with what you were saying, and she denied it. but didn't give any proof. So that's when I started to become suspicious and I started to question her. She said along the lines of, oh, you're harassing me, stalking me, these people are like so annoying. And I just sat there like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Overall, really nothing happened in that conversation other than me asking her, like, you were telling the truth, which obviously you were. I've seen the whole document. And then she quickly deleted her main TikTok account. I thought it was blocked, but I made another account to see if I was actually blocked, and she deleted everything. So there's no more TikTok. Well, she still has TikTok, but that TikTok is private. So her Instagram is still up, and her Twitter is also still up, sorry. And she also posts on Twitter really suggestive and questionable content that suggests age play. Her username is quite literally Princess Snack Time. Is that not age play coded to you?
Okay, so here's my little 2 cents on Christina, because I'm really tired of seeing her be such a giant influence in the age regression community and really give everybody a bad reputation, when in reality, a lot of us are not scumbags like that. So basically, my friend had donated, I want to say $30, $45 to her GoFundMe, which I'm gonna go into more detail about in a second. But basically, these allegations and all this stuff started coming out. A few days later, you know, she appears wearing new clothes, new wigs, has new age regression gear. So obviously I commented on that video and I was like, listen, like, what are you actually spending this money on? Because you're telling people that you're homeless, you don't have anywhere to go, you don't have a job, but you do have a job, you work at Amazon, and you do have a car, so I'm really confused. Besides that, I commented that, and she blocked me before responding to my comment, and responded to my comment with, mind your business, cow. So she definitely blocked me so that I couldn't see it beforehand, which was like really weird. Obviously somebody told me about it anyway, but here's what gets even better for me personally. As soon as my friend donated that money, literally the next day, Christina started posting with that fuck ass blue wig and not answering anybody's questions of like, where did you get this? I thought you didn't have any money. Where did this come from? And just kind of blocking people, removing their comments. I don't know, I'm not really understanding. It's also just like she still actively interacts with these like inappropriate, not safe for work, literal like pedophilic accounts, and then will claim that her account is strictly safe for work. I really don't understand that, and like it doesn't make sense. I also found out that you can spend GoFundMe money before the goal is reached. She's literally been using the money as she's getting sent it for random ass shit that is not providing her housing or food or whatever, if it's not fucking DoorDash or Amazon packages or whatever the case may be.
Hello. So, I have to make this video now just to make this extremely clear. This is a little bit about me. I tried to join a age regression group last night. I'm an age regressor. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I do regress to an age to where I wear diapers. Now, I want to set something extremely straight. I tried to join a age regression group last night, and I was kicked out because my profile picture had a picture of me in a diaper, and they thought that it was age play. I want to get this straight. I am not age play, ABDL, or a kink account of any kind, and I don't support the ones that are, because ABDL is how age regression started for me. It was taught to me wrong when I was a young age, and it was brought up wrong to me overall. But as I got older, I got out of that hypersexuality phase, and now I'm here. So just want to explain. Now, when I regress, it's not as pretty as a lot of people usually make age regression look. At least the accounts that I've seen. It usually starts out with being depressed or anxious or overwhelmed, or you get some sort of episode. I usually end up having PTSD episodes to start it off, which is not fun, but it's something that helps me cope, is just going back to a young age. And that's what I think a lot of people are misunderstanding about it, is that it's not sexual. It's a mental coping mechanism that helps people, that puts them back to the age of their childhood that they missed. Now for me, I missed a decent amount of my childhood, but I like going back to the younger ages where I didn't have to think about being an adult. You know, I didn't have to look forward to going to school or anything like that. Also, kudos to the people that are actually still listening to this story and are on the highlight about me, because Instagram won't let me make one long video and post it. So, yeah. But, just to get a little deeper into it, when I regress, I go back to about somewhere between 1 to 4 or 5 years old, when I was in diapers. Now, I don't wear diapers for sexual use. That was how it was taught to me, was through ABDL when I was young, through porn, because young teenage boys are exposed to porn, I think, like the most out of any person in the world, and it becomes an addiction so bad, almost worse than drugs, or is worse than drugs. And thankfully, I was able to stop that, like, how many years ago? I'm 19 now, so I don't have that problem anymore. But what I do have the problem with is people misunderstanding the whole age regression part. There is another reason that I wear diapers. Now, I recently had a CT scan yesterday that, what is going on with my hair? My hair looks horrible, I need a retwist. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. I wear diapers because it's not only a coping mechanism for me, because it makes me feel like safe and secure when I sleep at night. And that's about when I wear them, is at night or during the day if I feel like I need to, or if I'm going to be out and there's no bathrooms nearby. It's a convenience. All I've looked at recently is that diapers are a human convenience. That is all they are, is a convenience. It's just so your bladder or bowels can still function like normal. It's completely normal, and it honestly shouldn't be looked down on as much or even sexualized at all. And that CT scan did not show what I expected it to show. The doctors basically just told me that I have an irritated bladder, which I have no idea what that even means or what it does. I don't know. I just feel like I gotta pee all the time, which this is on the internet, by the way. This is on here forever. This is for everyone to see. This is going to be on here if somebody saves it. It's going to be on here if I don't delete it. Like, it's on here now. So, I need, like, the most mature reaction possible. Por favor. Especially because the people that do come out about wearing diapers for medical or personal use, they're always afraid because it's looked down on so much. I didn't realize how much of a convenience diapers actually are to us as adults, as I realized when I was young. So, the moral of my story is that if you are an ABDL account, if you are an Age Play account, if you support the people that do that stuff, please don't follow me. I'm asking nicely because I don't want to be sexualized on here, because I don't want my body to be the reason that I have followers. I want me to be the reason that I have followers. I want people to be I want people to be paying attention to me, not just what I wear, not what I do in my personal life. It's me. That's why I made this account, because I feel that I should finally start talking about my regressing, and it's kind of helped so far. I feel a little less stress in my life. So honestly, I'm gonna keep doing it. So thank you all for at least listening, if you did. And to that group chat that I was added to last night and then kicked from after my PFP, Christina, maybe you should read the book before you judge it by its cover. We learned that in kindergarten. At least I did. And I still know that because I relive kindergarten just about every day, buddy. I'm a regressor. I relive kindergarten all the time. So, I'm fine with not being in the group, honestly, because I feel like a really big group of that honestly just overstimulated the shit out of me. And I had an anxiety attack afterward and then ended up regressing right after. So, but it's okay. I had somebody talk me through it. Actually, the person that joined me into that group, I thank you very much. And all the rest of the people in that group, thank you for being open-minded and supportive. That's all.
On May 19th, 2026, Christina made a series of videos about me on YouTube and 2 on Instagram. On the Instagram videos, she claims that she was being harassed from me for over 9 months. She claims that I made a count on her email, that I doxed her. She claims that I demanded her attention and support. She claimed that I tried to manipulate her into promoting my GoFundMe. In her video, she also admits that a minor was her friend and that the group chat did have other minors in it. She claims that I got fired from my job because the kid scratched me and that I got aggressive with the child, and she also stated that I accused people of SA. In the second part of the video on her Instagram, she sends screenshots of messages from a fake account of Selah's. She tries to claim the account is mine with no proof, and then she shows another fake account of Kitty's, claiming that it was mine as well, with again, no proof. Christina then again brings up my job from 2023 to 2024, claiming that I got fired. I already have a video on this from years ago, from when I quit. I also have a coworker who I am still friends with to this day, who I talk to, and who has also had the same experience as me. You can go on my page and watch the video, but I had already made a video explaining why I quit months ago. She then shows a message that I sent to my ex-boyfriend in 2023/2024 about my personal SA story. This is a story that I have not talked about online at all due to me not being fully healed from the situation at hand. Me and my ex are still friends and still talk often. This conversation should not have been publicly shared, especially without context. It is not okay to share someone's SA story and claim that it's a lie, especially when you don't know anything about my past, what happened, who I'm talking about, or what I went through. You're not allowed to speak on something you have no knowledge about, and mentioning my SA and showing a private message between me and my ex was disgusting and disrespectful. Following this, she claims that I leaked her address that her family lives at. But then she posts a screenshot from somebody's Twitter account with Christina's personal information and address on there. I had no part of that account and I don't own it. The person who did it came forward about it and was boasting about it online. She claims that she sent me a cease and desist as well, but I still have not received it. I have stated this plenty times before and even posted on my story that I will give her my email so that she can send it. She then goes back and forth in her videos, then tries to claim that I signed her up for a Pornhub account with her email, with again, no proof to back up that claim. Christina then, in her YouTube video, mentions the talk about diapers. In a post that she puts a screenshot on, it states, "I do not support those who say they are age regression accounts and then posting with their butt out showing their diaper or any sexual poses. I am no longer promoting for little Passy World, and that's okay. I don't support people who pose and show their diapers. It's basically posting your kid's private area. It's disgusting. I know people are upset because they think I could have kept my opinion to myself and that it was mean, but grown-ass women doing this shit for pedophiles is 10 times worse than mean. People already think the age-free community is gross sometimes, but they can confuse with age play. A parent wouldn't go around posting their baby in a diaper in their sexual way." I would also like to mention in the beginning of the video, when she is not talking about me, she still puts up screenshots from our private messages that I had already showed before in this documentary. I still don't understand why she added these screenshots when it had nothing to do with the topic at hand. Christina admits in her video that she has people as young as 15 at that time in the Straw Babies group chat with us, which I, at the time, was not aware of. Christina made it seem like everybody was over the age of 18 given the conversations that she had in the group chat. She states she was freshly 18 when there were 15-year-olds in the group chat. That is a 3-year age gap.
I wish I could get a free bag of chips. I really wish I could get a free bag of chips.
Account of her cussing Alex out, and she's mad because she wants me to delete the video. But Alex has me posted plastered all over her account, so I'm not deleting shit. And she sent me some fake ass, that girl that sent me those messages sent me a fake ass cease and desist email she wrote herself. Baby, that's not legal. I don't have to listen to that. Second of all, it's not defamation. So in court, she wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, blah, blah, blah. She posted a screen recording of me. Who cares? That you wouldn't be able to do anything. So, yeah. I know the ins and outs by now. I've been through this shit so much. Like, I went through it with my boyfriend's fucking grandmother. Went to court with my boyfriend's mom. Went to court with my grandmother. Like, I have life experience and they think I'm fucking stupid.
Okay, I'm sorry, but even if somebody is a very blunt or straightforward person, her comment was not blunt or straightforward. It was straight up being disrespectful, telling me that I'm basically on here lying about my fucking bone issues. And I need to recognize that and realize that, like, girl, she was being weird and you don't have to defend her just because she's trying to say that she's autistic. She didn't believe you when you said you had your bone chronic illness, so why are you believing her as soon as she say, oh, my bad, I'm autistic?
Is all the drama on your page over? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I'm pretty sure I'm deciding whether I still want to go to New Jersey, but I'm probably still at. My page is over, I guess you could say that. But like, the girl still has her, now they're
Right, hold on.
Oh, now she's that bored that the posts about me are pinned, so yeah. I got the time and the energy, I'm gonna make it a little vacation while I'm at it.
But she broke.
Yeah, I'm one housing. I'm waiting. but I also make too much money to fit into some.
On May 19th, 2026, Christina made a series of videos about me on YouTube and 2 on Instagram. On the Instagram videos, she claims that she was being harassed from me for over 9 months. She claims that I made accounts on her email, that I doxed her. She claims that I demanded her attention and support. She claimed that I tried to manipulate her into promoting my GoFundMe. In her video, she also admits that a minor was her friend and that the group chat did have other minors in it. She claims that I got fired from my job because the kid scratched me and that I got aggressive with the child, and she also stated that I accused people of SA. In the second part of the video on her Instagram, she sends screenshots of messages from a fake account of Selah's. She tries to claim the account is mine with no proof, and then she shows another fake account of Kitty's, claiming that it was mine as well, with again, no proof. Christina then again brings up my job from 2023 to 2024, claiming that I got fired. I already have a video on this from years ago, from when I quit. I also have a coworker who I am still friends with to this day, who I talk to, and who has also had the same experience as me. You can go on my page and watch the video, but I had already made a video explaining why I quit months ago. She then shows a message that I sent to my ex-boyfriend in 2023/2024 about my personal SA story. This is a story that I have not talked about online at all due to me not being fully healed from the situation at hand. Me and my ex are still friends and still talk often. This conversation should not have been publicly shared, especially without context. It is not okay to share someone's SA story and claim that it's a lie, especially when you don't know anything about my past, what happened, who I'm talking about, or what I went through. You're not allowed to speak on something you have no knowledge about, and mentioning my SA and showing a private message between me and my ex was disgusting and disrespectful. Following this, she claims that I leaked her address that her family lives at. But then she posts a screenshot from somebody's Twitter account with Christina's personal information and address on there. I had no part of that account and I don't own it. The person who did it came forward about it and was boasting about it online. She claims that she sent me a cease and desist as well, but I still have not received it. I have stated this plenty times before and even posted on my story that I will give her my email so that she can send it. She then goes back and forth in her videos, then tries to claim that I signed her up for a Pornhub account with her email, with again, no proof to back up that claim. Christina then, in her YouTube video, mentions the talk about diapers. In a post that she puts a screenshot on, it states, I do not support those who say they are age regression accounts and then posting with their butt out showing their diaper or any sexual poses. I am no longer promoting for Little Passy World, and that's okay. I don't support people who pose and show their diapers. It's basically posting your kid's private area. It's disgusting. I know people are upset because they think I could have kept my opinion to myself and that it was mean, but grown-ass women doing this shit for pedophiles is 10 times worse than mean. People already think the age-free community is gross sometimes, but they get confused with age play. A parent wouldn't go around posting their baby in a diaper in their sexual way. I would also like to mention in the beginning of the video, when she is not talking about me, she still puts up screenshots from our private messages that I had already showed before in this documentary. I still don't understand why she added these screenshots when it had nothing to do with the topic at hand. Christina admits in her video that she has people as young as 15 at that time in the Straw Babies group chat with us, which I, at the time, was not aware of. Christina made it seem like everybody was over the age of 18 given the conversations that she had in the group chat. She states she was freshly 18 when there were 15-year-olds in the group chat. That is a 3-year age gap. Before I end off this documentary, I would like to say one thing to Christina, because I know you watching this or somebody's clipping it for you. Let's think about what we post online before we tell lies that are inconsistent. Let's think about what we post online before claiming you're part of one community but then bashing it the next second. And let's not do any of the ED content anymore, because we already got it confirmed you don't have one. You literally post skinny this, skinny that type of videos. It makes no sense. Now, this is my unprofessional standpoint. I've tried to be professional this whole video, but I would definitely love to say, fuck you, Christina. You're a weird bitch who keeps dragging my name for no reason. You keep bringing me up, and I let shit be silent, but I couldn't handle it no more. So I hope you enjoyed this documentary about you. You're not as special as you think you are. I hope you get the help you need mentally, because you are not okay in the head, and genuinely you need to see a therapist or psychiatrist. And if you need those resources, I'll link them down below for your city and your state, so you can go check them out. I believe you have some serious mental issues and need to get them checked out. Please and thank you. From one BPD baddie to, I guess, another, you need the help. Go take them therapy classes. Go take them therapy sessions. Go take them psychiatrist sessions. Get some help. And then come back on the internet when you're more well-rounded. Because right now, how you're acting is not okay. You're constantly bringing people down. You're making people terrified to join back into the community. You're sexualizing minors. You're texting minors inappropriately. You're actively admitting to being in conversations with minors. You do not care about your reputation, and that is horrible. I also want to state, fuck you, because you got my account taken down. So if y'all don't mind, I have a new Instagram. Please go follow it and like all my posts. I am slowly going to start reposting all my old content, because Christina, like a bitch, got my account taken down. Of course she paid for it, even though she's broke, because that makes sense, right? But whatever. Please go follow my new Instagram account, and don't forget to follow my shop account. And if you guys are interested in buying, please let me know. Help a poor, chronically ill, disabled baddie out, please and thank you. But yeah, this kind of wraps up the documentary. If there ends up becoming more updates, there'll be a part 2. But as for right now, this is all the information that I got, all the evidence that I got. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put it in the comments down below, or text me on Instagram at itsluminous.alex. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.